Okay, another financial calculation that you'll be expected to do in your assessment will be to work out a student loan payment. Um, if you've had any, so if you're saying that you're getting a graduate job and that's the scenario, then the likelihood is you'd have had a student loan. So we're going to include this in it as well. So I've put a little screenshot inside here from the student loan website on how they calculate their repayments. Effectively, what you have is the salary that you earn. Okay, there's a threshold at the moment of £21,000. So if you earn that or anything less, you don't pay anything. Okay, you don't pay anything back because you're not earning enough. Once you reach this point or above, which this example is, yes, 9,000 over, you pay 9% of your income over the threshold. Okay, this is yearly, so I'm going to work this out per month. So when we do this, we need to use the if formula again, like we did in income tax, because we need to compare these two values to see if we earn more than the threshold or less than it. Okay, so let's have a go at doing that. So let's work out the loan payment in here. So we're going to start off, we're going to use the if function. So I'm going to go over here in function. It's in my most recently used, but if not yours, use the search again up there, type if in, it'll come up. So let's have a look and see. Let's see if our annual gross salary is less than the annual threshold. Let's do that. So if B2 is less than B3, okay? So if that is true, so if B2 was less than B3, we don't pay anything because we're not earning enough, because the number in this cell here is going to be less than that. So the threshold is not met. So we pay nothing. So we're going to put naught in there. If false, okay, the answer to that is not true, then we've got amount over that. So we need to work out the difference between the two and multiply by 9%. So let's do that here. So work out the difference between the two. So that's B2 minus B3. Okay, 9,000. You can see over here to work it out. And we want to work out what 9% of that is. You just multiply by percentage there. 810 on that. You can click done or tick up in the corner here. And we've got 810. So the £9,000 that you've got over your threshold and your salary needs to be paid back over the year. So let's look for our monthly payment. So it's just equals that divided by 12, £67.50. You'll notice that it's rounded down to the nearest pound. Unfortunately, on this, you can't just, if I try to round it on here, look, it's going to go, if I take away those, sorry, go the other way, it's going to round it up, because that's the rule. But student loans round them down. So there is a formula. See over here, round down, I've got it there. You need to go in your search and type round down. Okay, so it comes up there. You can double click on it. So we want to round down that cell. Okay, so that's B7. So round down B7. It's telling me what values in there, 67.5. I'm going to round it down to no places. And you can see here, round it down, 67 in there. And I'm going to take off the decimal places on that one over there. Save that. Okay, so we can see that that works out right. Look, there's the example from their website. Now I can go and change values. So if you were lucky enough to earn 50,000, you'd pay back £217 a month until you paid off what you borrowed. Okay, you can keep sort of working that. Let's test underneath. So I'm only earning 20,000 so far, so I don't pay anything back because I'm not earning enough. If I put 21,000 in, still not earning enough. Here comes the test. Let's pretend I got that much. There we go. Look at that, 1 pence a month. They rounded down to naught. So you'd have to start to earn a little bit over, okay, to start paying any amount back. Okay, so that's how you calculate student loan repayments.